Hi, YouTube. How are you? Thank you for listening and watching this video. This is a psychic tarot reading for 2018. And the energies that I want to bring forth are energies that will help us figure out how to heal the world because we've been going through a lot lately. We've been having so many natural disasters and just crazy things going on, craziness going on. So I want to do a kind of heal the world, all right, reading and just see what's going on, what messages Spirit has for us. I'm using just a regular Rider Waite tarot deck, for this reading. So if you would like your own personal reading from me, please contact me at lamartownsendtarot.com or your own birth chart reading, okay? Your own personal tarot reading or birth chart reading all right? You can purchase your reading directly from my website. And I would also love it if you would check out the FAQ section and the personal ethics section if you have any questions, okay? Subscribe to my YouTube channel and hit the notification button so that you get a notification whenever I upload a new video. And if you would like to follow me on Instagram and Facebook, the links will be down below in the description box, okay? So, with that being said, let's jump right into the reading. Spirit, please show me, please tell me, what are the energies for the world of 2018? How can we heal the world and bring the people together? Spirit, please show me, what are the energies around the world? The world for 2018 and bringing forth the energies of healing the world and healing our homes. It starts with healing the home. It starts with ourselves, right? And then we work out from there. And if we only, touch one person, that's enough, because you never know who that one person could end up touching, along their path, right? Or how many people they could end up touching along their path, right? So, Spirit, please show me, please tell me, what are the energies around the world for 2018 and healing the world, bringing forth peace and bringing forth peace and sense of calmness and love and oneness back into the world. How can we do that, Spirit? Thank you. Thank you, Spirit. Thank you. All right. So the card at the bottom of the deck for this question is the Four of Wands. The Four of Wands is always saying goodbye to the past, okay? The Wands are associated with fire energy, and fire energy is always Sagittarius, Aries, Leo, okay? Sorry, there's like a situation going on top of my head, but I'm not going to focus on it right now. Fire energy, the wands are always Sagittarius, Aries, Leo, okay? And, fire energy is all about intuition and acting on your intuition. So a lot of us are getting the sense, and I can attest for this, myself, a lot of us are getting the sense that there are a lot of things in the past that we need to let go of, that we need to move on from, whether this be people, situations, jobs, living situations, past emotions and energies that we're holding on to, past baggage. It's time to say goodbye to those energies. And I think ultimately, that's kind of maybe the premise of, the overall energies of maybe 2018 is kind of saying goodbye to those things, and a lot of those things we've kind of have already faced and said goodbye to, but the lingering energies are the energies I think that we are kind of completely letting go of, all right? Or it's important for us to completely let go of, okay? The past position, we have the Seven of Pentacles, which is all about money. And what this is saying to me is investing our money, paying attention to whether or not we're investing our money in proper ways, paying attention to whether or not the money, the collective energy, because remember, money is energy, is that being invested in the proper ways? What can we do about it? If it's not being invested in the proper ways, now you and me, we may have different, situations going on. You may be able to do more than I can. I may be able to do more than you can. But at the end of the day, what can we do to make sure that our money, our energy is being utilized in the most proper way? As well, how can we raise more of it to, raise more capital, raise more power to help the communities that we need to be helping, that unfortunately isn't getting the sufficient help that they need from the people that they should be getting it from, right? So it really feels like an energy of the power coming from the people, right? The card in the present position is the Knight of Cups, which deals with romance, which deals with love. A lot of times, can kind of be a knight in shining armor moment. Doesn't always have to be, it can go both ways. It doesn't have to be knight in shining armor if that's not what you're into. It can be the knightress in shining armor or the queen in shining armor. The point is that this deals with love, romance, and I think this is coming back to the forefront because I think it got lost in the shuffle somewhere, you guys. The love, the femininity, right? Because love deals with the feminine. It deals with reciprocating. It deals with openness, vulnerability. Those types of emotions. They've been lost a little bit. Okay, they've been lost in the sauce with all of the stuff going on because we've had to close off our emotions. We've had to shut off our emotions to numb ourselves to the craziness and the despair and the sadness and the hopelessness and a lot of completely disgusting things actually going on around us and from people in power actually. So, but this I believe is coming back to the forefront because we have to remember that love trumps. See what I did there? Love trumps all at the end of the day. All right. mm. The double card in the future position now. The double card deals with fears. It deals with the zodiac sign Capricorn, actually. Capricorn is ruled by Saturn. Saturn rules Saturday. Saturn is also about the past, work ethic, karma, time, weight, things of those nature. The devil card also deals with addictions as well. And fears, things that aren't working, foundations that aren't working, chains, things that we're tied to, that we're chained to. So it could be, in a way, kind of like a form of slavery in a way. You know what I'm saying? Like um, a lot of us find ourselves in those kind of situations when we get jobs, or we sign contracts that bind us to something, to some type of situation, some type of, um, moment for a while, and I feel like, the energies to me, once again, are breaking these contracts, breaking these binds, or needing to break these binds, break these contracts. Now, a bind can be an addiction, right? An addiction is a bind, all right? And addiction doesn't necessarily just deal with drugs. Addiction can be sex. Addiction can be power. Addiction can be buying things, hoarding things. Addiction can be, addiction to drama. Addiction can be an addiction to attention. Like facing our addictions. What are our addictions? Are we addicted to anything? What crutches are we using? What coping mechanisms are we using to get through life? Are they working for us? Once again, it's an energy of, are things working for us? Are things working for us? What isn't working for us? And how can we change it? How can we change it, and how can we let it go, and how can we cope with letting it go and moving on? Because some addictions, we form that bond, we form that bind with. And then once again, addiction can also be a relationship with someone, right? You form a bind, you form a bond when you're in a relationship, but sometimes relationships can be addictive and they can be toxic. So when we have a toxic addiction to something, it's not good. Um, and in the conclusion, we have the Hermit card, which deals with intuition. It also deals with seclusion. It deals with isolation. It deals with going inward and using your intuition to guide you. Also deals with action as well, because if we notice, a wand is in the Hermit's hand, right? But the Hermit is associated with the zodiac sign Virgo. Virgo is ruled by Mercury, all right? And Mercury deals with the mind, communication, intellect. So, once again, going inward to the mind and to your feelings, addressing them, processing them, and making decisions moving forward from that point, right? Solitude is really important. Spending time alone is really important. That's kind of what the Hermit card is all about. Spending time alone, spending time in solitude. The Wheel of Fortune, things moving forward in a very positive way. So what this tells me is that solitude, spending time in solitude, spending time in peace in your own mind, figuring out your own mind, meditating, following your intuition, and following your own feelings, your own gut instincts is going to lead you to the Wheel of Fortune. Now, is the Hermit energy always easy? Is it always fun to be alone? Is it always, reassuring or comforting to be alone? Not all the time. Not all the time, but necessary. When you learn to be alone, once again with the Hermit energy, when you learn to be alone, good comes to you, right? When you learn to be alone, you learn to enjoy your own presence. You learn to trust yourself. Therefore, you are able to discern I'm sorry, from bad. Good intentions from bad intentions. The wheel turns, and the wheel turns in your favor, right? So, going inward is going to suit you the best. And not having so much of a hive mentality. It feels like a lot of us have been having that kind of hive mentality where it's like we kind of go with the people around us. We go with the flow of the people around us. If someone says, that orange is blue, that orange is blue, then that orange is blue, but we're not using our own individual critical thinking skills, our own intuition, our own gut instincts when we clearly see that that orange is orange, but this person is saying it's blue, but for some reason, we're not trusting our own intuition here, right? That orange is going to be blue. But because we're kind of sabotaging ourselves in that way and not trusting ourselves, it kind of leads us to this devil situation, right? Where we self-sabotage and we don't trust ourselves. So trust yourself with this Hermit energy, okay? It's going to move you forward, all right? King of Cups, lots of emotion, lots of love. Lots of emotion and lots of love. And it's male energy, a lot of male energy here. So it could be a lot of males are kind of softening up more, which I think is really, really important. I think, for some reason, it's again, once that energy of love being devoid in the air, for some reason. And it's actually damaged quite a lot of people, It could just be like some cycle, some spiritual cycle that we're going through. But I do feel like love is coming back into the air in a really profound kind of way, actually. A lot of intuition cards, the Two of Swords. Listening to your intuition. Being discerning. Two of Wands. I think this is interesting. I think we're going to see... Oh, you guys, this is so cute. This warms my heart. I think we're going to see a lot of people coming out of the closet. All right? Not coming out of the closet necessarily, maybe in terms of sexuality. Can be that. But coming out of the closet in terms of this is who I am. I don't want to do this anymore. This is what I actually want to do. This is who I want to be. This is what I feel in my soul. This is what I feel in my soul. Once again, the intuition, the Two of Swords is intuition, soul purpose. The guy clearly has to make a decision, but he's blindfolded and he has two swords in his hand. He better make the right decision or else there's going to be a problem, right? With those sharp swords in his hand and he can't see. Interestingly enough, when you follow your intuition, though, you're all right. Not 10 times out of 10, you're okay. Okay, you're just fine. So it does feel like a lot, people coming out of the closet, metaphorically or literally. All right. That's always good, to see people living in their truth. I love to see people living in their truth. We need that. We need that. It may not be easy. It can be painful to live in your truth because you may hurt other people. There are situations where people haven't been living in their truth all their life, and then suddenly, I thought I was this, but I'm actually this. I thought I was, musician, but I'm actually a poet. I'm actually a painter. This is what I actually want to be doing. Like, I thought I was a plumber, but actually I want to be working with data. I want to be working in an office. I want to be calling the shots. Like that kind of energy. The Temperance card. The Four of Swords. The Eight of Wands. No, I went backwards, so this one came out first, actually. This one came out second, and then this one came out. Which once again tells me that there's a lot of strategizing, a lot of thinking before acting, a lot of that type of energy, which I love. Um, a lot of male energy stepping up. It feels like a lot of male energy. It feels like a lot of females have had to kind of maybe fill certain roles, and it feels like male energy is kind of coming up to the plate. What's done in the dark always comes out into the light. And that is going to ring true for 2018. Feels like, it's like the tower. I'm seeing the tower. The tower has not come out, but I'm seeing the tower, and I'm literally seeing people being thrown out of the tower. Like they're being sacrificed. Like, you gotta go. But it feels like, metaphorically, when they're thrown out of the tower, it feels like some scandal comes out about them, you know? So I'm not sure what that means. It's actually pretty dark stuff. But once again, what's done in the dark comes out in the light. A lot of that energy. There's a lot of healing that needs to happen with those types of situations. I mean, it's not just. I want you to pay attention to this, and I want you to understand this. A lot of what happens in the media, a lot of what. A lot of. I'll say this, let me rephrase this. A lot of what's done in the dark comes out in the light moments that happens in the media. I'm not going to name specific moments because I don't want that energy around me today. I really want to have a positive day. I'm feeling this reading so far, and it's positivity, right? But a lot of those moments that happen, that what's done in the dark comes out in the light moments, with political figures, with celebrities or whatever, or not celebrities, just like moments, like natural disasters, or no, actually, no, not natural disasters, but like mass moments where it's like, it causes the community to come together, and collectively heal. Those moments happen, and how can I word this? Those moments happen for a reason. Now, I'm not saying it's good or bad, but it's healing for the collective. It's to bring healing, but it's also to bring awareness. Um, and a lot of what people go through in the media, people are going through behind closed doors. But because the people behind closed doors, the normal, you know, people, you know, everyone's normal, by the way. Like, no one's special. Like, you know what I'm saying? Unless you're like an alien or something, alright? But that's a different story, okay? Um, Normal people on a day to day basis, like, don't so much they don't always get their story told, right? And so, in a way, seeing your story played out in the media is kind of like getting your story told, right? So it's kind of like that situation. Um, Lots of young people are going to be shining too. Like, a lot of young people are really going after their dreams in this digital age. And it feels like actually the young people are the ones who are going to kind of take the reign and kind of be the ones at the helm, kind of, if that makes sense. And you may not even kind of see it at first, but it's like a lot of young people behind the scenes really doing some awesome things I'm seeing in these cards. I'm really loving it. And not just like my young, like, in my 20s, mid to early 20s, like, well, actually mid 20s, but um, for me, but like mid to early 20s, like even late 20s, 30s, like, but more so it feels like mid, like early 20s, like, just in their 20s in general, or like below, like 16-year-olds, it feels like. Are out there doing some really awesome things. And it's interesting because we could learn a lot from those young children. We can learn a lot from I don't want to shoot my own horn, but people like me, young people like me, who really want to kind of do good for the world, right? And kind of make the world better in our own way that we can do, right? So, and I think that's where I'm going to end this reading is, making the world better in your own way. And I'm going to bring it back around to when I first said we can only do that by starting with our home, starting with ourselves. And then if we are able to positively change or positively kind of impart wisdom or advice, or you know what I'm saying, into someone, then that's good, because we never know who or how many people that person can change. And you know what I'm saying? Like, let's just be conduits and catalysts for change, for good, okay? Start with ourselves, start with you. All right? Now, let's pull a card from the Universe Has Your Back deck, all right, to end this reading with. And as I said, you can purchase your own personal, private, confidential tarot reading from me at lamartownsendtarot.com, or email me at lamar.townsend@gmail.com. If you have any questions, check out the FAQ section as well as the personal ethics section, okay? Thank you so much. Or birth chart reading, okay? I also do birth chart readings. If you have any questions, check out the FAQ and the personal ethics section, okay? Spirit, please tell me what messages you have for those watching this video. What message do you have for those watching this video? I'm looking at the man in the mirror. I just heard that in my head. The key to prayer is to forget what I think I need. The key to prayer is to forget what I think I need. Now, if you believe in prayer, then you know prayer changes things. If you don't, I'm going to pray for you that you believe in the power of prayer, because prayer does change things, okay? Thank you so much for listening and watching this video. I really appreciate it. Please subscribe to my YouTube channel, follow me on Instagram, and like me on Facebook. The links will be down below in the description box. I would also love it if you would contact me for your own personal private tarot reading, okay? If you read my personal reading testimonials, or you just talk to someone who's gotten a reading from me, they'll tell you how awesome they are, how fun they are, and how enlightening they are, okay? So please contact me for your own personal reading at lamartownsendtarot.com, okay? And otherwise, subscribe, hit the notification button so you get a notification whenever I upload a new video, and I appreciate you so much, okay? Thank you for your support, and I wish you nothing but the best love, health, and success, and a happy, 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 successful, and lovable, filled with love New Year, okay? Thank you.